You can't change what happened. You can't go back and undo it. It's a done deal. But hopefully you're smart enough to realize that you can have a little bit of control of how you're portrayed. I don't think that you're a bad person. I don't think that you meant to hurt him. I think that you really cared about him and that you loved him. And that's why there was so much emotion in that day. I'm not sure of the circumstances, the conversations that led up to it. I can only see the result. I think that things got a little heated. You were angry or upset or disappointed, betrayed, whatever the emotion was, and things got out of control.
We both have betrayed each other, but it was so long ago, the last time we even talked about marriage on a serious level was when we were still dating over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time he proposed to me once, he proposed to me a lot of times, but he wasn't always serious. He just kind of said it, marry me, as a joke.
And how did that make you feel when he said marry me as a joke? I mean, did you want it?
Not after we had broken up. It was kind of like laughs. Like, that's really kind that he would joke like that. We would laugh, and I took it as a compliment because it's when I did something that maybe in his eyes he saw me as a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And so he'd be like, wow, this is a good girl, marry me. But it was more of a compliment. It wasn't a serious proposal. So marriage, as much as I love Travis, I just have always, there's something inside that says he's not the guy you're going to marry.
So then what was it? What was it that led up to all of this? I mean, there's got to be something. So I honestly don't believe that, that you're cold-hearted and you would just go and just, kill somebody on a whim. That doesn't fit your profile. So what was it that led up to that? You tell me. You tell them. You tell, Travis's family. What was it that, pushed you to your limit? I'm just trying to fill in the holes there, and just kind of guessing about the emotions. What was it that would make you, so angry or upset? And if you're smart, you'll realize that, you're not going to get a whole lot of other chances to do this, probably none. Once the wheels start turning, they move real fast. And you will be out of control then. You won't have control over your destiny, so to speak. What about your spirituality and your beliefs with God? If you continue to lie to yourself and all of us, that's one thing, but God knows. He knows what's in your heart. Doesn't the Mormon religion want you to repent for what you've done? I'm a spiritual person myself, and I don't think that I would want that, inside of me. I wouldn't want all of the ugliness of the lies inside of me. And I'm not going to sit here all day, and try to convince you to do something for yourself if you're not willing to help yourself. But I just wanted to give you that chance this morning. It's clear, it's crystal clear to anybody who looks at this case. There is no doubt in my mind, there's no doubt in any of the investigators' mind that you are the person responsible for Travis's death. It's just a matter of, how do you want to portray yourself now, Jodi? Are you the cold-blooded killer, or Are you a victim of circumstance? Was it in the heat of passion, or was it calculated and planned out and executed? Which one is it going to be? That's how you can control things for yourself right now. I don't think you're the type of person that can sit there during a trial and see Travis's family sitting over there and continue to maintain that lie in yourself without it tearing you up.
I don't think I could either.
You have an opportunity. You can't bring him back. You can't bring his life back. But you can at least make things right within yourself. And that ultimately is going to probably help out your situation. Nobody wants to believe, even, your friends, I'm sure. I haven't talked to any of your friends, but I know that your family doesn't want to believe that you're that person. Help them understand what happened and why, so that they're not stuck with that image of you.
The only image they're going to be stuck with is Jodi in a big orange suit.
Yeah, but does Jodi have a heart, or is it cold and ice?
They know it's not what my heart is like. They raised me, and they've lived around me forever.
How about the rest of the people that just know you as far as an image, that doesn't know you personally? Do you care about that?
I care.
How about Travis's family?
I care very much about Travis's family, and I can't alter the way they think. They hate me regardless.
It's true that their feelings are probably always going to be negative about you. You took their son's life. They can never get over that.
I want to take Travis's life.
It's clear to everybody what happened. But I was hoping that you were smart enough to realize the situation, the reality of the situation, and wanted to help yourself out. Whether you want to maintain the charade, which isn't going to get you anywhere, or whether you want to do the right thing. You're the one that's got to live with yourself, You're the one that's got to look those people in the eye.
I have one more question. It's not that I haven't been listening to what you're saying. It's unrelated. But when they took my purse, I had $240 in cash. And from what I understand, this thing over in the jail, you can have money on your books so that you can get things like shampoo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would even need there. But what happens to my cash money?
Well, first of all, they count it all out and document it, so there's no question of, what was there. I don't know what the procedure
I know
is.
it's not really, maybe it's not your area or your responsibility, but who do I talk to about that? Because my parents don't have money to just keep doling out and making, collect calls there all the time or whatever, so.
Well, I can certainly talk with the detectives and put in a request for you, and I'll do that. I don't go back on my words. And I don't know how much longer, you want to sit here and listen to me talking, but I was hoping to kind of drill something into your head and wake you up and show you how you can help yourself.
Maybe you're giving me more credit than I deserve for being smart.
I don't think so.
I just don't see how any of that could help.
What if it could? Wouldn't you want to do everything you could to help yourself?
I don't. I think that my situation is hopeless, and I don't think that I can help myself.
Don't be sorry to me.
I'm just sorry.
Are you sorry for what happened to him?
Of course I am. That's awful what happened to him. He
Did you ever
didn't show
think-
me any pictures, but he showed me the carpet.
It was pretty horrific.
You know, Travis was very strong. I watched him work out a couple of times. It's super intense. My dad has worked out all my life. He's been a bodybuilder, sort of, not professional. It's just always been really big. And I've seen him work out, but I've never seen anyone work out like Travis. And he's just, you know, a couple times he was really into UFC, and a couple times he would show me some wrestling moves, and I was just powerless. Like there's no way out of it.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to take a break for a couple of minutes. I see you still got some water. I was going to give you some more water.
Yeah, if you could bring one more, that'd be nice.
Take a minute just to think about what I said, and I'll leave you alone while I do that.
Doesn't work once in a while.
Jodi, I'm really confused. Maybe I did have a wrong picture of you. You know, all of this time that you and I have been talking, and I got information from your other interview, you are talking about insignificant things at this point. You're talking about money, you're talking about material things, you're talking about everything but...
I'm just talking
You're
about
talking
things
about
that
just
affect the people I care about.
You're talking about everything but how bad you feel about Travis. You only respond to my questions.
If I murdered
specifically
Travis, I
about
would be
Travis.
very remorseful.
I think that I've gotten the wrong picture of you. I think that, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you are that cold-blooded person that they're trying to portray. And, I'm just really confused. At this point, maybe you're right. Maybe there isn't anything that you can do to help yourself. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you're not as intelligent as I thought you were. Maybe I was wrong. What do you think should happen to the person that murdered Travis?
I've never been one for an eye for an eye, but they took his life, and even the Book of Mormon says that that calls for the life of the person that took his life.
Do you think that's the path that you're going down right now, and it's inevitable, so why fight it?
Not sure, kind of, but I'm not sure. I don't know where I'm going.
So, tell me this. After looking at all the evidence, and what I think is crystal clear, if you didn't kill Travis, then who did?
He was private about a lot of aspects of his life.
Mm-hmm.
He told me some things I got from some of his, Facebook account, email account, or MySpace or whatever, because I have the passwords to those. But I don't know, occasionally he would get solicitations, but he would always respond, not to answer the solicitation, but to kind of call the person out. And I don't know if anything ever came of those. I don't know. I know his tires were slashed. I don't know.
Maybe you weren't the person that did it. Maybe you just were physically there when it happened and somebody else did it. I mean, I guess, that's a possibility. If that's the case, help us out here. Help yourself out. I don't know what else to do for you here, Jodi. I'm kind of at the end of my rope. You're not going to get a whole lot of people that are trying to help you out along the way beyond this point. If you didn't do it, then who did? Because everything is pointing to you. Not just pointing to you, but, screaming that Jodi killed Travis. And I thought that I could come in here and talk to you and talk some, sense into you and get you to, kind of help yourself out. You don't need to help our case out. You don't need to help their case out. That's a slam dunk.
I know, he showed me.
And what I'm hearing is somebody who doesn't give a rip about what happened. I'm hearing somebody that's worried about money, your appearance, everything about you. I don't hear anything about Travis unless you're specifically asked. How do you think that looks?
Listen, I don't care so much
No,
about...
you listen. You are not grasping the reality here, Jodi. you know, you're worried about wedding pictures and, you know, all this other stuff that is really insignificant.
Well, listen, my life is over. Travis's life is over. I'm sorry about Travis. I didn't take his life.
All right, well, I guess I was wrong.
The reason I cared about those other things is because those people still have lives, and I care about those people. And they don't know where their stuff is, you know? I happen to be in possession of their stuff, and so.
All I know is all of the innocent people that I've talked to that have been accused of a crime don't act the way that you do. And you are acting like the person that I portrayed, the ugly, cold-blooded murderer, one of the options that I portrayed. That is how you're acting. There is nothing in your actions that would indicate to me that you're the victim of circumstance. And you're going to be sorry, you know, when you get down the road, and
I agree.
you'll probably be sorry that you didn't do the right thing. You have an opportunity to do something right here. I don't know what to tell you. Show me that I wasn't wrong, Jodi. Show me what's inside your heart and not what's on the exterior. Help me understand why it happened and that it wasn't cold and calculated and planned. Because that's how everything points right now. You owe that at least to Travis's family. Give them some closure. Because I know, just from working with all these families that have lost loved ones, that they're not struggling with who did it, they're struggling with why.
That's what I've been struggling with.
Do you not understand why you did it yourself, maybe? Is it something that, you know, is it a part of you that came forth that you've never seen before? I don't know. I know Travis's family is struggling with why, and that would be the one thing that would give them closure. They may never like you, but I think that they would be appreciative of why their son's life was taken. You can't give them their son back, but you can at least give them the peace of mind as to why. I know if it was my child, that's what I would want. And I know that you're not a mother, but all women have those mothering instincts within them. And I think that you can understand that, what I'm saying. And that's why you're hanging your head right now. Was I off base, Jodi?
can't imagine what it would be like to lose one of my brothers.
Wouldn't you want to know why you lost one of your brothers?
Yeah.
I've never met them, I can't speak for them, but I would bet, you know, my paycheck, that's what they're wondering right now. And you can at least show that you have a soul, that you have a heart, that you understand that need in them, and do something for somebody else besides yourself. That's the least that you can do for them right now, is give them an answer. Tell them why. That's how you can control something that's happening in your life right now. Because you have all the power there. It's a gift that you can give that family. Tell them why. Use me as the voice to tell them why.
I just don't know why.
Did one thing lead to another and it just got out of hand? And it's unexplainable even in your mind? Or did you have it all planned out? You know, was he roughing you up and you just couldn't take it anymore? You know, was he being violent on his part?
He was only that way a couple times. It was before I moved. And people just, I had bruises and stuff, and people were like, oh, is Travis beating you up? And we're like, ha ha ha. And he got mad because I wore a short sleeve shirt, but it was like 100 degrees outside.
So, this isn't the perfect picture of a relationship
No,
that
it
you've
was
been
very
trying.
rocky. I've never once denied that we had our challenges. But he's said several choice words to me that weren't nice, and you know, but he's not the only person that's ever done that. My own father has done that.
Yeah.
You know, other women and men have done that to me, and other boyfriends, you know.
But you didn't kill them. You didn't get pushed to the point where, you know, you couldn't take it anymore. That's what we're trying to understand. That's why. Either way, those detectives in Arizona have their case made. But the least you can do for that family is give them an answer. I'm not saying portray Travis as this ugly, horrible person, because, you know, I don't know that that's the right thing to do either. But at least let them know that it was a two-way street and it wasn't all your fault. Or, like I said, maybe I'm wrong and maybe it was. Maybe you did plan it from day one and carried it out.